a murder is being committed, not of a person, not even of a single species, but of an entire world. And the strangest part, it's happening in slow motion. A perfect crime unfolding right under our noses. No blood, no footprints, no screams, only silence. The victims, creatures that once filled the earth with color, sound, and movement. Frogs that sang through monsoon forests. Butterflies that brushed the air with living color. Elephants whose footsteps echoed across wide savannas. One by one, they're vanishing. The crime scenes, everywhere. A rainforest stripped bare. A coral reef turned ghost white. A river where the salmon never return. You've heard of serial killers, but this one is different because the suspect isn't hiding in the shadows. It doesn't need to. It's in the mirror. This is the investigation of the Sixth Mass Extinction. A planetary crime scene so vast and so quiet that most people never notice it happening. But the evidence is there, and tonight we follow the clues. Before we solve the newest crime, we need to study the old ones, because the Earth has seen this pattern before. 5 times, 5 mass extinctions, 5 catastrophic collapses of life that wiped out the majority of species. Think of them as 5 unsolved cases in geological history. Case file number 1, the Ordovician killing. Oceans froze, sea levels crashed. Most marine life died before it even understood what was happening. Case file number 2, the Devonian collapse. Reefs crumbled, plants reshaped the atmosphere, oceans suffocated. Case file number 3, the Great Dying, the worst crime scene of all. 96% of life erased. Volcanoes tore the planet open and filled the air with poison. Case file number 4, the Triassic Purge, climate chaos. Mass volcanism, entire lineages vanished forever. Case file number 5, the dinosaur case. 66 million years ago, the famous suspect, a 10-kilometer asteroid impact. Firestorms, darkness. The age of giants ended in a single day. 5 crimes, 5 global resets, different weapons, same outcome. Now, a 6th pattern is emerging, but this time, the killer's fingerprints are everywhere. The clues began appearing in the 20th century. Bird populations dropping, fish stocks collapsing, forests thinning, insects, the unnoticed workforce of the world, quietly disappearing. Species were dying 10 times faster than expected, then 100 times, then 1,000. Biologists started running the numbers, and the conclusion was chilling. We are witnessing a mass extinction at a speed the Earth has not seen in 65 million years. This is not natural. This is not slow. This is a crime scene, and the victims number in the millions. But to solve the case, we have to identify the killer. And like all great mysteries, there is more than one suspect. Habitat loss. Imagine every species on Earth living inside a home. Forests, wetlands, coral reefs, grasslands. Now imagine someone bulldozing those homes. Faster than life can rebuild them. That someone is us. Rainforests fall for cattle and palm oil. Wetlands drain for cities. Rivers straighten for dams and farms. Where do the animals go? Nowhere. A species can survive predators. It can survive storms. It can survive droughts. But it cannot survive eviction. More species have died from losing their homes than from any other cause in modern history. But the case doesn't end there. Climate change. Every mass extinction in history had a climate component. When temperatures rise too fast, ecosystems collapse. Today, the planet is warming 10 times faster than natural cycles allow. A butterfly can't migrate 1,200 kilometers north. A coral reef can't outrun warm water. A polar bear can't survive a melting world. We changed the atmosphere, and the atmosphere changed everything else. This suspect doesn't carry a weapon. It changes the entire crime scene. Overexploitation. We hunt, we fish, we consume, but at a rate no ecosystem can withstand. 90% of large ocean fish? Gone. Billions of animals hunted each year. Uncounted. Forests cut faster than they can grow. Routine. A species can survive natural predators. It cannot survive industrial ones. We are removing victims faster than evolution can replace them. Pollution, the chemical phantom. This suspect leaves no body behind. Only toxic fingerprints. Mercury in rivers. Plastic in oceans. Chemicals in soil. Noise in the deep sea. Light in the night sky. An invisible killer working quietly, relentlessly. Entire insect populations blink out before humans even notice. And once insects go, everything goes. Invasive species, the biological hitman. Evolution writes life into balance. Predators, prey, diseases, resources. But when species are moved around the world like cargo, those balances collapse. On Guam, a snake arrived by accident and wiped out every native bird. In lakes across Africa, foreign fish devoured entire ecosystems. These killers aren't malicious, they're misplaced. But in crime, intent doesn't matter, impact does. Every investigator knows one clue can be coincidence, two can be bad luck. But when every clue points in the same direction, you're no longer examining accidents. You're looking at a pattern, and here the pattern is undeniable. This isn't random loss. This isn't natural turnover. This is a coordinated biological collapse, slow, systematic, and global. Let's walk through the evidence. Exhibit A, wildlife populations, a global freefall. Since 1970, wildlife populations have dropped by 69%. That's not an estimate. That's not a model. That's a body count. Imagine every wild animal on Earth. Every elephant, tiger, crane, turtle, frog. Every fish in the river. Every bird in the forest. Now remove 2/3 of them. That's what this number means. It's not extinction. It's emptiness. Species still exist, but their populations are shadows of what they once were. A world alive, but thinning. Exhibit B, the million species warning. Up to 1 million species are at risk of extinction. Think of a courtroom where the defendants aren't criminals, but victims waiting for their turn. 1 million witnesses lined up on the edge of erasure, most of them unnamed, unseen, unknown to science. Their stories undocumented, their roles in ecosystems irreplaceable. If even a fraction fall, entire food webs unravel. This isn't the loss of beauty. This is the loss of infrastructure. Nature is not scenery. It's the operating system of Earth, and that system is failing. Exhibit C, amphibians. Amphibians are disappearing faster than any other group. Frogs survived the asteroid. Salamanders survived the Great Dying. For 350 million years, they endured everything the planet threw at them. Until now, their skins absorb toxins. Their eggs need clean water. Their lives depend on precise temperatures. They are living climate sensors. And right now, the sensors are going dark. When amphibians vanish, it's not just a loss. It's an alarm bell or a siren. A flashing red light that the foundation of ecosystems is cracking. Exhibit D. Insects. Insects are collapsing worldwide. This evidence is the most terrifying of all, because insects don't have headlines. They don't trend. They don't go viral. They don't appear on conservation posters. But without them, the world stops. Pollinators vanish. Crops fail. Soil insects vanish. Forests stop regenerating. Predatory insects vanish. Pests explode. River insects vanish. Fish go hungry. Insects are the invisible workforce running the planet's basic services. And that workforce is dying faster than we can measure. A world without insects isn't science fiction. It's famine. Exhibit E. Coral reefs. Coral reefs, the nurseries of the ocean, are dying. Corals build the underwater cities that feed the seas. 1/4 of marine life depends on them. But warming oceans bleach them. Acidic waters dissolve them. Pollution smothers them. Overfishing empties them. In the most tropical waters, reefs are turning the color of bone. A graveyard stretching for hundreds of kilometers. The ocean isn't dying loudly. It's dying quietly, slowly, softly, and with it, so are the people who depend on it. The final evidence. Past extinctions left scars, craters, lava fields, fossilized ash, but this time, there is no crater, no erupting mantle plume, no global firestorm. The smoking gun is us. No asteroid, no supervolcano, no cosmic event. Just slow, deliberate violence from the only species intelligent enough to understand what it's doing, and reckless enough to do it anyway. This is not an accident. This is not fate. This is a crime scene, and the evidence points in one direction. Every mass extinction doesn't just kill species, it takes civilization with it. When insects die, crops fail. When oceans die, food chains collapse. When forests die, climates shift. When biodiversity dies, so does stability. This is not about saving pandas or tigers. This is about saving the systems that keep humans alive. This crime has consequences. Here's the twist in this investigation. Mass extinctions don't destroy life. They destroy the dominant species and clear the stage for something new. After the dinosaurs, mammals rose. After us, something else will. Life will rebuild. Forests will return. Oceans will rest. The earth will recover. The only question is, will we? 5 past killers, 1 present suspect. Habitat loss, climate change, pollution, overexploitation, invasive species, separate fingerprints, 1 identity. We are the suspect. We are the weapon. We are the impact. But we can also be the alibi. For the first time in Earth's history, a species can cause a mass extinction and also stop one, but the jury is still out. And that brings us to the final uncomfortable question, the one every investigator eventually asks. Will the perpetrator survive the crime? Humanity is not facing sudden annihilation. No asteroid, no supervolcano, no overnight catastrophe. Instead, we face something quieter. Food chains thinning, cities overheating, fresh water shrinking, diseases spreading, economies destabilizing, nations fracturing. Civilization depends on stability, mass extinction removes it. So, the truth is this: humans are unlikely to vanish as a species. We're adaptive, clever, resourceful. We've survived ice ages, plagues, disasters. But our civilization, the one built on predictable seasons, fertile soil, stable oceans, and a reliable climate, is fragile. Mass extinction doesn't mean the end of humanity. It means the end of the world we know. The end of abundance, the end of certainty, the end of the long, gentle climate that allowed us to build everything we take for granted. And survival might not look like the future we imagine. Small populations, new migrations, new borders, new rules. A human species reshaped by the aftermath of its own actions. But there is another possibility, the one no other species in Earth's history ever had. We can choose a different ending. We can slow the collapse. We can rebuild ecosystems. We can protect the wild. We can stabilize the climate. We can restore what we've taken. The sixth mass extinction is not a prophecy. It's a process. And processes can change. We are not just witnesses of this crime. We are the suspects. We are the victims. And we are the only ones who can solve it. If you want to follow the next case, subscribe. The investigation continues.